Guys, let me share screen here. Let's start with Affiliate Millionaires show. And today's show, I wanted to talk about some tips to get, the most revenue out of your advertising campaigns. Okay, some general tips, some specific tips, but I hope you like them. You apply them based on my experience, and they can help you big time to get more revenue out of your campaigns. Okay, let's go here. So who wants to be a sexy millionaire? As I always ask, I know you all want to be a sexy millionaire, but if you type it there, you will be sexier today. Do you hear me well, right, guys? Yep. Okay. Thank you so much. So ready for today's show. So I would like to ask, who wants to make more money from their campaigns? Can you type, guys, if you're running advertising campaigns? Or maybe you don't know what's an advertising campaign. There's a lot of people who want to be a multi-millionaire, a sexy millionaire. Awesome. So, all campaigns you create can change your life. And whether you know it or not, that's totally right. One simple campaign can make you 6 figures or even 7 figures, or or even $5,000 or whatever. That can impact your life pretty much, right? So you will test and test to get something profitable, and that could be that many times you're losing money, you're making money, or you're making a little bit, right? So you mind that you are making $5 a day, then you are in a kind of difficult situation, or easy for some people. You cut the campaign or you get more revenue, right? And we get more revenue from our optimization and different other things that we can apply to our campaign. So what I like to do is always focus on scalable campaigns. Focusing on campaigns that can make you $5 a day is not very smart. The same way that using a traffic source that doesn't have a lot of volume, it can pretty much make a mess, right? Or make it so difficult that then you are disappointed. So you have to focus on traffic sources and scalable campaigns. And don't be disappointed if your campaign is not doing more than $10 a day. You can still make it. You can still make some decent profits. Many times I had campaigns in front of me, and I wish they were making $10 a day. I was losing a lot of money. Obviously, through optimization, some of the tips I'm going to share with you today, I got them profitable, right? So I covered the loss, and I make a lot more than that. Brandon says, I've used Facebook ad campaigns, but they were unsuccessful. Well, being Facebook or Google or Bing or pop ads or native advertising networks or whatever, you just have to keep going, and attack the right offers, the right verticals, right setup, etc., until we find a successful campaign. So these are the ones that these are the tips that I wanted to share with you guys today. I'm gonna go really quick on them. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. And the first one is test different geos, not that competitive or saturated. That's something that not many people do. They always stick with the USA, even though the USA is the 3rd largest population in the world. That's very, very competitive. That's very, very hard for newbies. Okay, so you can find huge opportunities in countries like I don't know, Brazil or Indonesia or Malaysia or China, or where you have millions of you know, consumers or potential customers, and you know, clicks are a lot cheaper than in the US. So you have you know, a lot of possibilities right there. Bids in most of the countries are cheaper than in the US. If you target other countries than the US, you know, you should see that and you should feel it. You know, I like to, in my campaigns, for example, yeah, depending on the traffic source, but I like to go with the US. Even some Shopify guys, they do it, right? So they go to the US, they test some offers, some angles, etc., and then they move to other countries, okay? And my recommendation is that don't stick to top tier countries, you know, because if you target US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, you know, they are kind of the same shit, right? They're very different, but in terms of, you know, targeting, angles, etc., they are pretty similar. So don't stick either, you know, with top tier countries. You know, you can go to other countries with other languages. You know, you can go to France, you can go to, you know, a lot of, you know, different languages that you can find in Europe or, you know, Asian countries. So that's my first recommendation. The second one is commit to always keep optimizing. We affiliates are pretty lazy, and you know, once you have something that works, we stick doing that, and you know, and we don't optimize enough. Okay, so most of the majority, or you know, the successful media buyers out there, what they do, they always have a control, right? So you know, I talk to many people and JV with many people, and you know, what I found is that you have to always have your control, and then you have to allocate a percentage of the traffic to always be split testing. Okay, your ad can die pretty fast. You know, ad blindness is a reality, obviously, and you know, you think that you have a gold mine one day, and 3 days later, you know, the ad dies. So this is why you have to keep testing all day. So that's one thing. The other thing is that, you know, in terms of offers, you need to be testing offers all day long. Okay, obviously offers, if we are talking about, you know, skincare or diet products, you have to be testing offers every day. You have to test new headlines, you know, you have to split test new images, new landers, you know, different parts of your lander, new angles, you know, new ads with different pre-framing. That's gonna, you know, make a huge impact in your campaign. And you know, just changing one thing can make, you know, can make your campaign from $5 a day to, you know, having 100% ROI. That's one thing, you know, just commit to always be optimizing. Okay. The third one is ask always for payment bumps. That's something that, you know, you should be doing once you have quality traffic. If you are sending traffic to a CPA network, you know, if your quality is good, they are not going to have any issue to increase your payout. Whether if it's the same offer or other offer, they're going to give you, you know, a payment bump. And giving you a payment bump is going to make you more competitive. So you can spend more, you know, you can pretty much afford, you know, to spend more to get a conversion. So that makes you a lot more competitive. Okay, so you can bid higher, you can spend more, you can, you know, make more money at the end of the day. So the way I do it is pretty much, you know, you talk to your account manager and use psychology, right? So if you're sending some good volume and the offer owner or advertiser likes your quality, you know, the AM is going to be pretty much very, you know, interested in giving you a payment bump, so you can keep pushing traffic, and at the end, you know, you're making money, they're making money. so everyone is making more money. So even if the network has to decrease their profit margin, they're gonna do it, because at the end what matters is volume, right? So you have to think from their point of view, what they need, as an account manager, what they want to hear, and you just take action, and don't be scared to ask for a payment bump. You should be asking for that all day long, But once you know that your traffic is quality, obviously. Another thing that not many people do is split test networks. It's crazy that you run with one network, another network, and you can run the same offer with different networks, and you could think that the performance should be the same, obviously, because it's the same offer owner and advertiser that has the same offer in different networks, right? But the truth is, the ROI varies a lot, and the reason is that some advertisers, they're going to scrap more, they're going to scrap more, in one network or another, So scrapping means stealing traffic from you or stealing conversion from you, and it's something that happens in our industry all day long. So if you have an offer that is doing well for you in one network, just go ahead and try the same offer in other networks. Sometimes you can find the same offer in 10 or 15 networks, as crazy as it sounds. Okay, so just do it. Most of the times, you can find that the higher ROIs come from networks that have the offer with a lower payout. So as I said that in the past in other shows, but don't be attracted by networks that offer offers with very high payouts, because at the end of the day what matters is EPC, ROI, and how much money you're putting in your bank account. So a big payout doesn't mean anything, if the conversion rate is not good. Okay. The next thing is study the traffic source to the dot, and that's something that we have to do if we want to be successful. You have to learn the traffic source inside and out and master it. I don't recommend you to start with one traffic source and easily you say, oh, it doesn't work, then I go to another traffic source and another traffic source, and at the end you are just a magic jumper, right? That but the truth is all traffic sources work. So you really need to stick with one, depending on what you're looking for, and obviously depending on the offers, verticals, type of products that you want to promote. This is why once you master a traffic source, you will discover little hacks that no one knows. They are not they're not in books. They're not even in masterminds out there. Those little hacks that make you be more profitable than others. Once you master a traffic source, you will know what offers and verticals work the best, right? So if we talk about Bing, for example, we know that, for example, diabetes or erectile dysfunction or remedy offers work the best because of the nature of the audience. Old people, 35 plus, etc. So once you master a traffic source as well, you will know the best placements and the best ad sizes. For example, I run a lot of Google AdWords, and in some of the verticals, I know which placements, by heart, which placements are very profitable for me or not. So the same thing with ad sizes, etc., etc., etc. So recommendation: become a master of one traffic source. Then we have the 6th point here: network and surround yourself with big players. We talked about that in the past. That's a huge impact in your career as a media buyer or as a business owner. You have to network and surround yourself with big players. Pretty much, people that are in a position that you want to reach, right? So always run yourself. There's this quote that says you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and that's pretty true. If you are making $10,000 a month, you need to surround yourself with people that are making $100,000 a month or more. So you will get to there because they are already there. So surrounding yourself with them, you're gonna get there for sure. Okay. Events, relationships will boost your success big time. Meet your account manager from the CPA network that you run traffic to in person. That's a huge, important change in your career. Always meet with your AMs. Meet with your account managers from your traffic source. If your reps. If you run Google or Bing or Facebook, you have the chance to meet a rep from your traffic source, that will help you a lot as well to make more money. And another thing is that every time I go to an event, I always meet offer owners and advertisers, and that gives you exclusive deals. Okay, so just imagine that you are making $5 a day in your campaign. You go to an event, you meet an advertiser that has an offer in the vertical that you are running, and you just plug that offer, with a higher payout, with a good conversion rate, and it's making you lots, more money. So that can, be a huge impact to your campaign and to your advertising, business, pretty much. The second point is more like, the bias, age, gender, day parting. Just remember, obviously this is depending on the traffic source, but you have to optimize and go to the dot, pretty much. For example, if you're running Facebook, remember to break down your stats, see which devices are giving you most of the money. If you're doing mobile, is Samsung giving you more money? Is iPhone giving you more money? Etc. 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 The same with age. You really need to know your avatar. Right? You really need to know if you're selling, I don't know, diabetes. You know that your avatar is women 35 plus or whatever. The same with gender. Usually, you sell skincare creams to females, not males, right? Day parting as well. That works pretty well in some traffic sources, not that much in others. I like to day part in Google a lot, but not that much in Bing. I found that in Bing, it's better to leave it open. But that applies to any traffic source, and you have to use these tweaks to get more revenue out of your campaign. And the 8th one that I have there is pretty much building a list and retargeting. If you are doing a pre-sale page, it costs you $0 to put a retargeting pixel. It can be a retargeting pixel from any of the retargeting networks that you see there. Imagine that you're running Bing traffic. You can put a Facebook pixel that is going to create a retargeting audience in Facebook. You can put a perfect audience pixel, which is a retargeting platform as well. And there is other retargeting platforms out there, and that can give you an increase on your ROI. Okay, and if you are in the list building type of business, the money is in your list. That's not totally truth, but it's true, right? When you have a list, you have an asset, and it can, if you're running traffic already to a specific vertical, you could think about how to build a list, exit pop or retarget. Okay, so that was from me. Pretty sweet and short because I am dying, and this is for you guys, for the ones who stay with me here. Winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. So never quit and keep going until you find that successful campaign. Guys, I am here for you. If you have any doubt or you want to ask me anything, I'm here for you. If you want to have help from the Millionaire Mastermind, as I always say, coachyanni.com/call, and let me know if you have me here. People say thank you, very helpful, get better soon. Thanks a lot, Clive, if I pronounced your name properly. Great info. Thank you, Samuel. Thanks to you, Peter. Guys, if you want to ask me anything, is your time. Thank you, guys, for being here with me. I will wait 2 minutes to see if someone asks me anything. Thank you, guys. I will get well for sure. My wife is taking care of me. Okay, guys. If there is no, okay. Mike is asking, is WordPress and the DB Builder a good product? You know, I don't really know the product itself myself. Can you explain a bit, Mike? What is it about, the product? Just a opt-in pages builder or something like that? I have some questions here. So, Mike, if you are promoting, okay, Mike is saying yes. So, I'm not very, very into promoting, products like, WordPress or software. I think, if you really wanna, for that you have ClickFunnels, you have lead pages, you have a lot of good software and competitors, right? So it's hard to compete with those. Obviously, you can sell it to people still, but it's gonna be hard for you, right? So I like to go with obviously offers that people products that people need, people have some pain, yeah, and they want it badly. Those type of offers, they are gonna work always. So is that Mike? Is that a Click-One product? Clive is saying, can you explain a couple of sentences how retargeting on perfect audience works? Yeah, for sure. So retargeting, imagine that you are a visitor and you visit my website or my pre-sale page, right? So once you do it, what this pixel does is puts a cookie on your computer. So this is why you visit, for example, a web page that is selling, I don't know, beds. And then you go to your Facebook and you see the ad there. And then you go to another website and you see, the Google AdSense ads promoting the same beds. So you have retargeting on Facebook, you have retargeting on Google, which is called remarketing, and you have retargeting on perfect audience. Perfect audience is just, let me go here. Perfect audience is just a platform. So you go there, you sign up, you have to pretty much get your pixel and place it in your page, and then you can run display ads from here. Okay, so you could even run Facebook retargeting from here. So they have mobile retargeting, etc. So it's pretty powerful. At the end, you know that a person is going to buy from you after they see you X amount of times, so they trust you, right? So retargeting is pretty powerful for that. Maybe people are in a rush, they see your ad, they click, they're interested, but they have to leave. So once they come back home at night, they see again your ad and they remember, oh, I like this product, so I have time to buy now. So that's pretty powerful. Peter, I hope that answered your question. Peter is saying, if I run Bing traffic, I can still use Facebook retargeting pixel to get some additional traffic. How will this work? Yeah, pretty much. So you just have to get, you have, perfect audience. Site Scout, sorry. Site Scout, you have different retargeting platforms that you can use. And all you need to do is just put a pixel on your lander, on your pre-sale page, on your web page. And then, if you're sending Bing traffic, you can retarget on Facebook. Obviously, the guidelines and, compliance is totally different Bing or Facebook. So as long as you are compliant with Facebook, you can do it on Facebook, The same way with Google. I can send Bing traffic and put a remarketing pixel from Google and pretty much retarget people visiting any website with Google ads there. How much is perfect audience? You pay for the traffic, so it's not like they're gonna charge you on a monthly subscription or anything like that. So you just sign up and then you launch your campaigns. So imagine it's a traffic source. So you place a pixel and you call that pixel audience A, right? So audience A is all the people that comes to your website from Bing, right? Or to a specific lander, right? So you can now create ads for that audience through, or from, within a perfect audience. They can be banner ads and similar ads that, people are going to see all day long, pretty much. That's interesting. Thank you for that. Thanks to you, Peter. And then Mike says the DB Builder is used to create landing pages. What is the best landing page software? I used, for me, the best landing page softwares are three. One is ClickFunnels, the other is Lead Pages, and the other one is Optimize Press, which is a theme or a plugin that you can install in your WordPress. But right now, all I use is ClickFunnels. Obviously, it's ClickFunnels and Lead Pages. It's on a monthly recurring. Optimize Press, you can buy just one-time payment, the theme for your WordPress, and they're pretty good, the three of them. But obviously, ClickFunnels has a bit more features that this is why we use it in the Millionaire Mastermind. Clive saying, so perfect audience bids for space on websites based on what you are paying for ads. Yes, totally correct. They have their network of different pages, and I don't know if they have it here, but yeah, you can see like some of their network websites, and you can do Facebook retargeting from here. You can do web retargeting, and they have different. Here you see premium publisher sites. So they have like a network of sites where your ad is going to show. So they have a lot of traffic, perfect audience. So pretty much what you said, you create your ads. Obviously, mainly they are display ads. So that's pretty good. You can send traffic to a diabetes offer on Bing, and then you retarget those people with diabetes banner ad type of thing. They have some, obviously, something that some regulations. Your banner has to have a border, it has to be branded, etc. But there are things that anyone can do and stay under their compliance. Michael said, I joined late. Have I missed much? Yeah, a lot, man. A lot. We just gave the best 10 campaigns of the year. No. It's a joke, Michael. All good. Clive says, I just answering questions, Michael. So you diversify with all traffic sources to see which works best, correct, Clive? Well, this is just retargeting, right? I run Bing, I run Facebook, I run Google, obviously separated, but I always create and build my retargeting lists because it's for free, and you can always add an extra revenue from retargeting. you know, you especially in the Millionaire Mastermind, you will see that, you know, our ads follow you all day long. You know, I have retargeting campaigns. Gianni has retargeting campaigns. We are running traffic on Facebook. You know, and we lead gen like that. You know, and that's pretty powerful. You know, for conversions or for branding purposes. Clive says, so you build retargeting lists with a different traffic source, correct? Yeah, I always. For me, a retargeting list is like a, you know, a bunch of emails. Instead of having an email, you have a cookie, you know, and you can use that cookie, you know, placing more ads to the same person. So that's pretty powerful. Clive saying, so can you put a pixel for each one on the same page? Yeah, you can put on one lander that you use with Bing, you can put your Facebook pixel, your Google pixel, your perfect audience pixel, your site scout pixel. There is no conflict between them, and all of them, they're gonna create, obviously, and build the same list. Excellent, thank you. Thanks to you, Clive. Nice to meet you. And guys, thanks a lot for being here again. I will get some rest and get well soon, and see you next next week. If you have any subject that you want me to talk about, you can send me an email, samuel@affiliatemillionaires.show. I will really appreciate it. Just send me an email. Let me put it here, samuel@affiliatemillionaires.show, and I will receive your email, and just tell me, hey Samuel, I would like you to talk about this and that, you know, and I will see what people will, you know, likes to see, to, you know, to get some free training or free information or whatever, and I will do my best. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for your time. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye. Bye bye.